5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Jackrabbit. Hut.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Red, cycle. Pause, red.
Looking to throw. Bryant. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
To about the 40-yard line. You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
To throw on second down, Bryant. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down and 6 now.
6, mega. Edo blue. Let's go.
Back to throw. Bryant. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Blaster, stay. Trail green. Right, white. Blue, go.
To throw on 3rd down. Bryant. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Ready, ready. Trouble 38. Set.
Throwing on first down is Lance. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On third and long, it's Lance. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. And Lance now to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Here's third and 7.
Steel, black. Rail, yellow. Set, cut.
Working from the gun, Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.
14, Browns nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taylor now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Browns 47-yard line.
Okay, break.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And he's got this down to the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Come on, set.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set. Smith, red. Ready?
Trying the left side with Walker. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Black Ultra.
Off play action. Bryant is going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores.
Here we go.
Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Claude red. Hey, go steal. Set.
On first down, Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Nixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready, go. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
Here's Lance. That is caught. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Nixon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The Lance going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bryant, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Bryant. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
One. Switch. Yellow. Set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Lance now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Oh, Walker showing the power. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant. Throws Right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
10 cycles.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this down over to about the 46. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Bryant. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
To throw on third down. Bryant. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Cleveland offense ready to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. A man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Red.
Lance to throw on second down here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Red, yellow. You, yellow. Hey, green. Shot.
On first down, Bryant. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Let's go now. Black ultra. Snap, red. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Bryant. That completes it again to Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Bryant. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
17-yard line. A gain of 1.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Ready, red, cycle. Claws red. Green jet. Jet.
Throwing to start the drive. Bryant, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
97. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Slot man moves right. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
blue. Slide blue. Hut.
Now Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Nixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw, it's Lance. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Set, cut.
Here's Lance to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Smash, red. Hut, hut.
Desperation time here. Lance. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That's good. 4A. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard
1st and 10, it's Pierce. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Shotgun now for Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns get a bit closer. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Ready?
That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Claws red. Set.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Larson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Claws 10. Ready?
And Lance now to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Larson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
Hut, hut.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Come on. Set.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Set. Hut.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got it.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hut.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Hut, hut.
Throwing to start the drive. Bryant. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw on 2nd down, Bryant. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Seahawks.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the out.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long, The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here's Lance. He's got Harris running the slant. There he goes again. He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, Browns 20. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Here we go, set.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Browns, They drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.